second stop on the European Challenge Tour is here in Kenya. We're at the Karen Country Club in Nairobi for the 2013 Barclays Kenya Open. It's an event with a proud history. Sevi Ballesteros, Trevor Immelman and Eduardo Molinari have all won here. 156 golfers will be competing for around 2 million rand in prize money. But the first order of business was Wednesday's Pro-Am.
Due to its overwhelming popularity, the Barclays Kenya Open Pro-Am had to be played over two courses, the Karen Country Club and Mutega Golf Club. Businessmen and aspiring amateurs got the opportunity to tee it up with the pros for a taste of golf at its best. For many of the professionals, Kenya is a long way from home, but it's a stop on the European Challenge Tour they wouldn't miss out on.
Love it. Love coming to Kenya. Been here 4 or 5 times now and loved every minute of it.
My first time in Kenya. It's pretty tropical. It's pretty nice. People are nice. It's been a lot of fun.
While the amateurs were doing their best to impress the pros and vice versa, the main aim for all concerned was having fun and, where possible, picking up on a trick or two.
I'm hoping that by the time we're through with the 18, Philip will be able to correct my game that has been a bit off in recent weeks.
To me, I'm very happy I get this opportunity to play with these touring professionals, and I'm sure I learn a lot from them, because in the future I also like to play in LPGA tournaments.
Golf is becoming an increasingly popular sport in Kenya, and we got a local perspective on the tournament from Riz Chirania, Kenya's second highest ranked player and the professional golfers of Kenya chairman.
We all look forward to this event every single year, and it's good to have a good bunch of guys, and this time we've got a good number in as well. We've got 27 local professionals in this event. I think it's the highest we've ever had, so it's great. It's definitely a strategy course. It's not that long. The rough's up this week, so you've got to basically position yourself well off the tee. I think that's the key this week. If you are good off the tee, and the greens are not too difficult at the moment, so I think the key factor this week will be off the tee.
The Pro-Am was a resounding success, and the title sponsor Barclays was thrilled with how the day played out.
I think the golfers had fun. We've got over 180 golfers today. It's the Pro-Am event. We've got a lot of our loyal customers, a lot of our clients that have been with us for many, many years, and they've got a chance now to play with the pros. And I think they've come away with many new tricks, and it's a fabulous course, and I think they've had a fabulous day.
Particularly happy with their day out was the 3-ball alliance of Scottish professional Raymond Russell, who with a score of 14 under par walked away with the team competition title.
Yeah, it was a great day. The two gentlemen I played with were fantastic. The gentleman, I think he's 67 years of age, and I think he's been playing 7 years, he was telling me, and he played fantastic. So he done most of the damage, but we were lucky we sort of dovetailed well the holes that these guys didn't come in. I managed to help them out, so it was a good day all round.
It's Thursday morning and the 2013 Barclays Kenya Open is about to get underway. The players are all out on the practice range getting ready for the first round. The course here at Karen Country Club is in absolutely magnificent condition, and the man we've got to thank for that is Kenneth Ndeda, the greenkeeper here. Kenneth, you must be very happy with the way it's all turned out.
Yes, I'm very happy because this is a result of hard work and the cooperation between the directors and us, the green staff. Also in association with the European Tour, whom we've been in touch with, and it has been a blessing with the rains that we've been receiving for the first month of the year, which is January.
What sort of preparation goes into getting the course ready for a week like this? It must take a lot of hard work from all the staff here.
Yes, it does, because we started way back in October last year after the visit by the European Tour agronomist, Mr. Scott McLean. When we got to January, we started to work on the cultivation, the last cultivation practice on the greens, which resulted to what you're seeing actually on the ground. Most of these pros, they're quite good at short games when they're approaching the greens. So my target is just to tackle them when they're landing on the greens.
With the course in pristine condition, the greens firm and not much room to deviate from the fairway, the players were set for a challenging day's golf. Conditions were ideal for low scores in the morning, but a little tougher in the afternoon as the wind picked up. Local professional David Adiyambo impressed as he finished with a par 71 along with a host of others, including South Africa's Dylan Fratelli. Adiyambo started well, going 3 under after 4 holes and looked strong until he hit a run of bogeys around the turn. He managed to pull one back at the last to finish even par for the round. Germany's Max Glauert also signed for a 71 after a somewhat erratic round that included 3 birdies and 3 bogeys. The 27-year-old from Düsseldorf was born with only 1 finger and a thumb on his right hand and is a great inspiration to others with similar congenital abnormalities. Glauert doesn't see his congenital hand defect as a disability. All he's focused on is making the step up from the Challenge Tour to the European Tour.
Pretty happy to be out from Germany because it's so cold there. Just snow at home, and we're pretty happy to play again. Yeah. Oh, the fairways are pretty tight. The jungle is pretty close by to the fairways. Yeah, your driver has to be in shape, and yeah, my strategy is not hitting driver everywhere. Just go a little more with the 3-iron and yeah, take the stress out of it. My hand is it's since I was born. I've no real, I don't know in another way. So yeah, I played field hockey a lot of time, ice hockey a lot of time, about 16 years hockey, and yeah, I'm pretty used to work with the club. And now, yeah, I decided for golf, and let's see how it works. It's more like a baseball grip. I do. It's like this, and yeah, I could do it like this, but it's not really working out. So I cross these fingers, and then yeah, just hit it. Yeah, I don't see it, and I'm really disabled. That's it. And yeah, hopefully some people who have the same dream as I have will be inspired to make it as well. I don't know.
Tim Sluter had a great start to his Challenge Tour season with a top 10 finish in India, and he was looking to build on that in Kenya. The Dutchman had a solid start to his campaign. His 69 included 2 bogeys and 4 birdies. Dismas Ndiza, Kenya's 3rd highest ranked player at the tournament, made the turn in 35 and took advantage of the birdie opportunities on the back 9, where he picked up his 2 shots to sign for 2 under par 69. Also in the clubhouse at 2 under par was birthday boy Jordi Garcia Pinto. The Spaniard, who turned 23, enjoyed a steady round with only 1 bogey on his card.
Current Country Club is truly a magnificent layout, and a man who knows it very well is John, who's here with us, the club pro. We're on the 14th hole now. It's the signature hole of Current Country Club. Just tell us about it and what makes it so special.
It has 2 ports, one in front of the green and one left of the green, and 2 very deep bunkers. And when it's playing, 90% it's against the wind, and pros are advised, if you miss a club, you're about to lose a stroke.
Well, John, we're next to the green here on the 14th. You've missed just slightly long and slightly right, but it's still not a bad place to be, considering you've taken the water out of the equation.
Now what I'm planning to is to chip this ball over the Kikuyu grass, land it on the apron, and from there to run straight to the flag.
Well, that's just about as good a recovery as you are ever likely to see. John, it's an easy tap in here for par. Let's take the pin out, knock it in and make your par.
Okay. Easy.
Well, it really is that simple. John, thank you very much for showing us the ins and outs of the 14th hole, the signature hole here at Current Country Club. It's certainly going to provide a good number of challenges for the pros when they take it on through the course of the week.
Yes, actually they'll be very happy making pars on this one, especially this season and time of the year.
Evidence of just how tough the 14th hole is, Peter Uline did well to make par. He joined Sluter and Ndiza at 2 under. Sam Hutsby started his campaign with 2 birdies on the front 9, and unperturbed by a double bogey at 11, he knocked in 3 more birdies to sign for a 3 under par 68. Making the most of the sunshine and exceptional playing conditions, Scotland's George Murray signed for 68 with only 1 blemish on his card. Greg Snow flew the flag proudly for Kenya as he joined in at 3 under par. He was a little unlucky not to pick up a few more shots, but he was still very happy to be the top place Kenyan at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm very delighted. I hit the ball nicely today, hit fairways, greens, gave myself chances, and I putted pretty good today.
It was a bogey-free round for 23-year-old Tom Murray, who did well to keep to the fairways and made the most of his very hot putter. 2 under on each 9, the Englishman signed for 4 under par 67 to finish the round tied for second place.
Yeah, I'm fairly happy after that, yeah, bogey-free, played solid enough after not playing too well in practice, to be honest, so it's a little bit of a surprise, but yeah, pretty pleased.
The Pro-Am team winner Raymond Russell joined Murray at 4 under par. The 41-year-old made the turn in 34 and then turned up the heat to knock in 3 birdies on the back 9. As many other players also attested to, the key to playing a bogey-free round at Karen Country Club has a lot to do with staying on the fairways.
Had a good round in the Pro-Am yesterday, so bogey-free again, so which is always good. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's a first shot golf course, you know, if you can drive it on the fairway, you're going to set yourself up for a few chances, but if you go in the rough at all, you're really going to get penalised.
An eagle at the second set HP Bacher up for an unforgettable round. He followed his eagle with a birdie at the next, and his only mishap for the round came when he bogeyed the par 4 9th. Bacher didn't falter on the inward 9, and the Austrian made the most of his opportunities to pick up 3 birdies and take the overnight lead at 5 under par.
Quite happy with that, and it was a really good day. The weather was perfect, a little bit of wind, but yeah, I played well. I made some birdies on really good holes, and then I missed out on a couple of shorter holes to make the birdie, but overall I'm really happy with the round.
It's been a highly entertaining day of golf here at Karen Country Club for round 1 of the 2013 Barclays Kenya Open. The players that teed off earliest were the ones that posted the best score, with HP Bacher the man out in front after carding a 5 under par 66. He'll be teeing off in the afternoon field. We'll see if he can deal with the tougher conditions, as strong winds are expected and the course does dry out in the afternoon. We'll see what the players get up to on Friday. Welcome back to Karen Country Club for round 2 of the 2013 Barclays Kenya Open. As expected, the morning conditions are ideal for scoring, with little wind and the course fairly lush. We'll see how the players do today.
Overnight leader HP Bacher wasn't able to replicate his performance from the first round and gave all 5 shots back to go level par for the tournament. Dylan Fratelli, on the other hand, improved on his first round. He followed his 71 with a 70 to go 1 under for the tournament. It was a roller coaster of a second round with a double bogey, 3 birdies and 2 bogeys on his card, but he was still in the hunt and the only South African to make the cut. Also at 1 under for the tournament is Byong Hoon An, or Ben as he's known to his friends. In 2009, An became the youngest player to win the US Amateur at the age of 17. The Korean is now playing on the Challenge Tour and is enjoying his time in Kenya.
I like it so far. Yeah, I like the course and I like the weather, and it's pretty nice, and I like the hotel, and it's been nice so far. I played in Challenge Tour last year, and this will be my 2nd year. And yeah, I like it so far. Yeah, it definitely helped me a lot last year, so I hope it'll be a better year.
The 09 US Amateur Championship, just tell us a little bit about that, and is that still sort of your favorite, fondest golfing memory?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, back then I was 17, and definitely didn't expect it to happen. And I don't know, but I just kept playing every day and every hole, and at the end there was a trophy in my hand, and definitely didn't expect that.
Ben, I believe you come from quite a sporty family. Tell us about that.
Yeah, my parents are Olympic medalists, and well, people ask me if I have some pressure. I was like, not really. I mean, because I'm playing golf and they play table tennis, it's totally different. And my dad really didn't want me to play ping pong because he knows how hard it is, but nowadays he told me that definitely golfer is a lot harder to play better.
Another of the local professionals to play himself into contention was David Adiyambo, who followed his first round 71 with a 2-under par 69. The young Kenyan made his move early in the round, turning in 34, and then played a very steady second 9 to come home in 35. Peter Uline put in a very solid second round that included only 1 birdie and a bogey to see the American in the clubhouse at 2 under for the tournament. With his father Wally being the chief executive of the company that owns Titleist, Richard couldn't resist taking a look at what's in his bag.
Peter, take us through the bag now. What driver are you playing this week?
New 913D, 8.5. I used it last week in Joburg, and then the week before the Challenge Tour in India, and that was the first time. So it's good. I enjoyed it. It's really good. Irons are 680s. I've used 680s since I was about 13, so I've used the same head. Wedges, Fokies, 49 degree, and a 56 or 55 TVD and 60 TVDL. So, and Scotty Cameron putter. And same. We used my putter for about 6 or 7 years as well, so I don't like to switch that as much.
What else is in the bag in terms of markers, balls, any other things you collect from tournaments you maybe stash in the bag?
Yeah, I got a lot of coins. A lot of coins of the places I've traveled to. I like kind of collecting those and using them as ball markers. I have a superstition. I only play Titleist 5s. It's weird. That's what I like to do, and that's really it.
Favorite club in the bag?
Putter. Gotta be your putter. Yeah, no, I have a good relationship with my putter, and there's a reason why it's been in the bag for a long time. So.
It wasn't the best round for Adrian Odegu, but his 72 didn't put him out of contention, with the 20-year-old going into the weekend at 3 under par. It was a tough day out for Greg Snow as he battled his way through the second round. The Kenyan struggled to find the fairways, but he scrambled well to finish with a 71 and keep himself in with a chance at the title.
Yeah, I mean, didn't hit the ball great in front 9. A few loose tee shots today, but other than that, I grinded pretty good.
The 2013 Barclays Kenya Open is being hosted at the Current Country Club in Nairobi, Kenya. And the area has a rich history with many wonderful stories about the area and the people that have lived here. We've come to the Current Blixen Museum to find out a little bit more about that from the senior curator of the museum, Damaris Rotich. Damaris, firstly, who was Karen Blixen?
Karen Blixen was a Danish lady who came to Kenya in 1914 to settle in this country that had actually been talked about in the West, teeming with wildlife. And she came and she got married and settled here. But we know her as a very talented actually writer, a lady of adventure, very talented indeed. Her books won several awards. Oscar, the movie Out of Africa, based on one of her books. Fortunately, as much as I talked to her husband, the marriage didn't last. She spent actually 17 good years, amazingly. Very, very patient lady. Because as much as the coffee didn't do well, she actually didn't want to leave Africa. To her, her heart was actually here. Beyond the coffee was the people, the landscape, the adventure. Yeah, but she had to move away actually because obviously she could not sustain herself. Since there was no income actually from the coffee, instead she was actually making losses. Now, when her farm, which was 6,000 acres, actually was sold to the land developer, he had to make it attractive. So he thought of actually coming up with popular sports such as golfing. So he set up actually a golf field. He got the coffee actually uprooted and have the golf field actually set. Otherwise, where the coffee golf club is actually was actually their coffee farm because she didn't manage to plant coffee in the 6,000 acres. She just did 600, which was now part of what is the club.
Since then, we gave the great heritage of this great place. It's currently a members club, fuelly a family club, and undisputedly the best country club in this part of the world. We've got our culture streaming from 1937. We've kept the biodiversity kind of environment. We've kept the heritage of the indigenous trees, the flowering shrubs. I mean, at the backdrop of the Gong Hills, you can't have it any better. We've got a multicultural membership. So you've got this kind of international feel when you get into Karen.
Like anything in life, change is inevitable, but the ethos and character of Karen Country Club will always remain the same.
We recently consulted a top architect about making some changes to the golf course, and he told us don't try and make some huge golf course here. It's unique. It's a parkland course where we have a lot of nature coexisting, the trees, the forest, beautiful environment. He said keep it that way. Make a few changes here and there, but don't do anything drastic. And we like it this way. Yeah.
Portugal's Jose Felipe Lima was one of 6 players to go into the weekend at 4 under par. Lima was joined by Brooks Koepka, whose 3 birdies on the outward 9 set him up for the round. He struggled coming home, but the American managed to balance his 2 bogeys out with 2 birdies to sign for a 3 under par 68.
I'm pretty pleased. It got off to a really good start and then didn't really do anything in the back 9. It's kind of frustrating, some wedges, which were caused me a bit of a problem, but it's all right, looking forward to tomorrow.
It was a great day out for Andrea Pavin as he found the measure of the greens and coming through the turn 1 under for the round, rolled in a trio of birdies from the 13th. The Italian walked off the course 4 under for the round to take a share of 2nd place with David Law at 5 under for the tournament. Besides the on-course action, the longest drive competition for the amateurs adds a fun element to the tournament. The rules are simple. Hit 2 balls in 60 seconds and only those on the fairway count.
3 years ago, popular demand from the golfers, they said they wanted something exciting, that they can also feel part of this competition. And it's for that reason that the longest drive was introduced.
Hitting a golf ball far is always very rewarding, as many amateurs and pros would testify to. But sometimes just making contact with the ball and hitting it straight down the fairway is more satisfying than the actual distance. The legendary Kenyan runner Moses Tanui won the Boston Marathon twice amongst many other races in his career, but he too showed off some skill with the driver. Tanui made solid contact and he ended up in 4th after a drive of just shy of 300 yards.